Okay, y'all. I thought I'd show something to y'all real quick because I'm really getting consumed with this consumer finance and how to discharge your bills, and I'm reading, studying the what they call it, Bills of Exchange Act. This type of stuff really. I believe once I get this thing down pat, this is really going to give me a raise. I mean, a huge raise once I get it knocked down. Okay, I sent three of them off today. Well, I sent them out this past week, but I realized what I did wrong was I was kind of pondering about it last night, and what I did was I sent a copy of the it's called an aval, AVAL. It's basically the document you type up that gives them instructions to let them know what to do with the endorsed bill. And I did it over because I didn't want no F-ups, especially if it's in my mind about maybe I messed up. I sent them a copy of the original, and I kept the original, thinking about court, and I don't need to do that. I send them the original, make a copy of my original, and I keep a copy for myself, and I sent them an original. And I did it all over again. The Bill of Exchange, re-endorse it, send another one. I'm not worried about what they may do with the new one, with the old one. I'm not worried about that. I just want to get this process down pat, okay? So, this bill, so once I get the process down pat, whether I leave money on the table or not, I'm not worried about that right now. I just want to get it down pat. Because from this point on, once I get it down pat, I'm going to be, my life is, my financial situation is going to skyrocket straight to the top. And I'm not worried about what they're making while I'm leaving money on the table. If that makes sense. Okay? A lot of y'all talking about suing somebody once you get out of your situation. I want to sue. But when you learn financial literacy when it comes to consumer law, you won't even be worried about that shit for real. Especially when you learn what I'm learning now. Now, something I noticed on my car note, and I'm going to show this to y'all real quick. Right here, I decided to fill out my car note, right? And I was looking at this. Notice on the part that you tear off, some companies don't always put the same thing on here. See right here, it says, please make check payable to Kia Motors Finance. Kindly return this coupon and write your account number on the payment. Notice they call this document here a coupon. They call this thing a coupon. This is the bill that you're supposed to send. You're supposed to endorse or whatever. It says 0 right there only because I'm making double payments. So this is from January, okay? So I just went online and just decided to print one out for this video. But you're supposed to endorse this a certain type of way, okay? But notice they call it a coupon, okay? They call it a coupon. Not all companies call things a coupon. Now, I thought I'd go and look up what a coupon means. Look at what it says. Okay, first off, before I read that, I'm going to show y'all this. I'm taking you back to USC 12 USC 1431. It tells you the power and duties of banks. Their job, first and foremost, they are the borrowers. Their job is to borrow money, okay? And it says issue bonds and indentures. And it says general powers. And it says each federal home loan bank shall have powers subject to the rules and regulations of prescribed by the director to borrow. Bottom line is they are the borrower. You thinking you the borrower the whole time. And the whole time you've never borrowed any damn thing. The banks are the borrowers, okay? Now, and give security, therefore, to pay, here it is, to pay interest thereon. Their job is to pay the interest, okay? Their job is to pay the interest. Now, let's go to the definition of a coupon. Now, your bank, not all banks you look at, not all coupons you're looking at is going to say coupon. It's going to say something different sometimes. Now, let's look at the definition. Y'all know I always put legal definition when I look up a document. I mean, a word. I always put legal definition behind it so that I could find a credible source. And I'll use this sometime, but most of the time I use Cornell Law. But I'm going to read this. Here we go. A statement of due interest Now, who pays the interest? The banks pay the interest. Okay? They call it a coupon. So if this is a coupon, that lets you know that what they would have had there, they would have normally had what the car note is. It's on zero because I was double paying on the car note. Okay, so I was making double payments. So that's why when this pay period came about, it says zero. But if I was paying them month by month, it would have said what the car note is. That would have let you know this balance. Just say it was the car note is actually like $400. Okay, so just say $400 that means $400 would have been the interest. That's what this would have been. This would have been the interest. So they just giving you the payment. They're giving you the payment for you to pay that interest. Use that payment, use that interest, because keep in mind, HJR 192 says that all debts are the obligation of the United States, right? Your straw man, your all caps name is the United States citizen. It is an entity of the United States. So this is why what they're doing is they're making the payment. They're just doing it through your straw man. So you take that entity you're supposed to take this and endorse it. When you endorse it as the attorney in fact of your estate, then they're actually holding up their end of the deal. So when you endorse this the way you're supposed to, according to the Bill of Exchange Act, this is how you're actually supposed to pay the bills. It's through the interest that was that continues to grow from the securitization of the application that you put in, that you apply for. Okay, just so I'm just trying to kind of throw something out there for y'all to think about. So it's letting you know a statement of due interest to be cut from a debt instrument. Is that not your bill, your monthly bill, and especially a bearer bond when payable and presented for payment. See, but some of these companies actually tell on themselves. They actually educating you. If you pay attention to read this stuff, read what it's saying. Now, if I'm looking at my light bill, it doesn't say that. It calls it a portion. It doesn't call it a coupon. It says detach this. Please detach and return this portion with payment. Retain portion for your records. Retain the top part for your records. You know, the top portion for your records. But they refer to this as a portion. Now, portion of what? That's what made me look up portion. Portion of what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all this little bill. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Right here, it says at the top. See, y'all know I'm in Georgia, so don't try to stalk me. But then it say, please detach and return this portion with payment. And then it says retain. It says retain top portion for your records. Okay, and that's what it's saying. Now, with that being said, it calls it a portion. It makes you want to know, what is it? Hold on, here we go. Get back over there. See, it calls it get back over there. See where it calls it a portion. Now, if they call this a portion and other companies call it a payment, what is a portion? Here we go. Portion. This is a website, dictionary, Cambridge. This is Cambridge. I just thought I'd play with it a little bit. A part or share of something larger. Okay, keep in mind when you're looking at, let me see if I can find something else on here too. Keep in mind, interest is not the whole bill. That's just interest from the actual part, from the application itself. Keep in mind the application is a whole lot more, is worth a whole lot more than just the interest part of the application. So it makes sense for them to call that a portion, but it still was, they use that term for a reason. They use that term for a reason. Is it kind of keep you thrown off? I think it's to keep you thrown off. Okay, let me see. I don't want to use Law Insider. They like to throw pop-ups in there. They want you to kind of do all kind of other stuff. But it's just something to think about. So when you're looking at how these bills are actually created, read your Bills of Exchange Act, y'all. Read the Bills of Exchange Act. Every state actually has one. There's one that's a 1882. It don't matter what year you choose. It don't matter what country you choose, really. But every state has a Bill of Exchange Act. So look it up. Just look this stuff up. And it breaks down exactly how you're supposed to endorse these bills. How you're supposed to endorse them. If you're waiting on me to show you and make a video on how to endorse them, then you're going to be waiting a long damn time, because I'm not going to do that. Okay? Now, when I get it locked down, now I'll probably give some classes where I can do it, show you privately on how to do this stuff. But I'm not going to put it on the internet. But I'll do classes, because I sent out 3 bills. I sent out 3 this past week. And I actually messed up the first time, because I said, when you create a bill, when you endorse this bill, when you tear this off and you endorse it properly, and you're supposed to send it out with a power of attorney. You need a power of attorney. You definitely need a power of attorney. Keep in mind, the power of attorney rebuts the presumption of death. Okay, because only a living man can operate as an attorney in fact over somebody's estate. And the state cannot act as attorney in fact over itself. So you're acting as the estate itself if you don't have no proof on their records that you're actually alive, that you're not missing, you're not an absentee. So you need I'm giving y'all the sauce right here on the website, right here on the panel. So if you're paying attention to what I'm saying, you can actually really get this locked down without me even doing a class. But you need a power of attorney. You definitely need one. But this thing tells you actually, when you read the Bills of Exchange Act, you realize you're gonna need a document where you're gonna have to give them instructions. Is what it's called. It's called an aval, AVAL. I'm not gonna talk about it. Go look it up. It's an aval. It's basically where you give them instructions. And when you did this here and you do it properly, what I did my aval, I made a copy of the original aval, and I kept the original for my records. When I really should have made myself a copy and sent the original with the original filled out wet ink signature of the filled out, coupon or bill of exchange or whatever you want to call it, whichever one you want to call it. When I fill it out, I was supposed to send the originals with, signed instructions with my wet ink signature. With this wet ink signature, I was supposed to mail it to the proper party, and then get my remedy. So, but instead, I kept the original and I sent out copies of the instructions with my with a copy of, it had a signature, but my copy wasn't. It was a copy. It wasn't an original. So I redid it today. Sent all 3 of them out. I sent 3 of them out this past week, but I redid it. Sent all 3 of them back out all again today, because I want to make sure it's done right with original. They all got all 3 originals, because you can't say if you write a check for somebody, you can't make a copy of that check and then give it to somebody and then they cash that check. No, they gotta cash that original check. That copy is for your records, but they gotta cash a wet ink signature, not a copy of original. You gotta give them original. So that's why I did it over. So I got the green. I'll get the green cards when it comes back. I'm gonna start doing, sending my mail out differently, soon, because somebody showed me how to send stuff out first class without having to pay for it too. So I'm gonna start doing that too. But I'm sticking to what I know right now until I get this process down pat. Then I'll start doing the free stuff. But I thought I'd go ahead and make this video because it's informative for y'all to understand what it is what you're dealing with every single month when y'all receive these bills. When you receive these bills, man, these things are supposed to be the blessing that you're supposed to be walking in. And you just walking around here just paying stuff out of pocket. We're not supposed to be living like that. I don't give a damn what you were taught by your parents and your grandparents. They didn't know this stuff either. But you got to look in the Bills of Exchange Act and see exactly what we're supposed to be doing with these things. You got to think about it. I've never used one of these before this week. I've always just used my card, paid it online, walked in there and just gave them cash, or I've never mailed nothing in. I've always just walked in there and just swiped my card and brought them cash, or sent them a money order or something like that. I've never used these things before. So if you can pay your bill, if you can pay your monthly bill without using these, you got to think about what the fuck are these things really for? If I've been sleeping on these things all these years, and you're up in age and you realize you've been paying out of pocket the whole time, then what are these for? Especially when it has a dotted line on there for you to cut it off. And then when you pay attention to some of these utilities, it calls it a coupon. Everybody knows what a coupon is. You get a coupon get you a discount on, $5 off of washing powder and, soap and different types of things that you get out of Walmart and Kmart and what are these other convenience stores. How the hell we don't know? This gets past us when we see a coupon written on the bottom of something we supposed to tear off. So it should make you want to look into some stuff. So anyway, I'm looking into that. 2024, I guarantee my money going up. I done already, applied for a few credit cards, so I'm trying to. I got approved for a couple of them, so I'm gonna be using those credit cards, and hopefully I can get a chance to get it set up to where my monthly bills get paid off by the credit card, and then I endorse the credit card statement. Another thing, I'm gonna use it. I got 16 minutes. I'm on 16 minutes, so something I thought about. Once I get this locked down, just think about this here. When you got your point, when you got your stuff, how can I say it? I paused this thing because I was trying to think of how I was going to say what I was going to say, but then I hit the pause button and I got a damn brain freeze. Maybe it's time for me to just shut this video down, take my ass in here and lay down, find me a movie and relax my damn mind. It's a Saturday. I did step out for a minute, but it's 11 o'clock now and I ain't got nothing else to do anyway, and I want to just relax my mind and just mellow out a little bit. But it'll come to me. It'll come to me what I was going to say. Maybe I'll make it in the next video. But anyway, I thought I'd make the video. Hopefully this helped y'all, give y'all a little something to think about. Start researching the Bills of Exchange Act so you'll start seeing exactly how you're going to, these bills need to start getting paid without having to come out of your pocket. Okay? Once I get it locked down, I'll do classes. I'm going to do classes. I'm not going to be talking to nobody privately about how to do this shit, so don't call me talking about how to do it, because I'm going to keep this to myself, because I realize some shit needs to be done, needs to be kept privately. Everybody don't need this information. They don't want it. Let me scratch that statement. Everybody don't need to be. I don't need to put it out there on the public platform like that, because it's good for people to just. It's because you can teach it to somebody and they don't have ears to hear, they don't have a heart to hear it and to feel what you're talking about. They don't have a desire to learn it. It's like casting your pearl before swine, and you don't want to do that. I don't want to just force it on somebody who's not ready for it. So once I get it done, once I perfect it, then I'll start doing classes on it. And then, I'll set it up, see how to do it properly. But, y'all don't have to wait on me. I'm telling y'all where to look. I'm studying the same stuff I'm telling y'all to study. Study the Fed, just like I showed y'all, the 12 USC 1431 tells you that the bank's job is to borrow. They're the one that's borrowing. They're borrowing your information from your estate. They're securitizing the application. You can find that in Federal Reserve Act, Section 16, Part 1 and 2. I've said that on multiple videos. And then you can also look at the Bills of Exchange Act. It tells you exactly how to endorse your bills. So you just got to study this stuff. If you're too lazy to learn it, you probably don't need to learn it. So that's totally on you. But I'm not here to force it, and I'm not gonna put it out there on a public platform like that. I'd rather just do private classes where anybody who wants to know it, once I get it down packed, I think I got it down packed. It just feels better when you get remedy, when you look at that balance after you sent something out and a few days later you see a zero balance, letting you know that the shit worked. Then I'll be like, okay, I'm on point now. You know what I'm saying? I can move on to the next thing, and I can continue making this my lifestyle. And then the money I've been paying out of pocket for the last few years shuts down now. Everything is, man, I was paying about maybe about 4,000, about 3,000, about 3,000 a month on bills. You know, that'll be more. That should have stayed. That's what I won't have to pay out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I have a credit card. That's probably what I was thinking about. I have a credit card. I'd rather have it set up where the credit card is on automatic payment and it pays all the bills automatically, and then I endorse the payment on I endorse the credit card. Now, the higher the credit card limit, the better the credit to go up. The credit to go up even higher because of the fact that you're dealing with, you know, how can I say? The higher the credit, you know, because the higher limit, you see, you're only supposed to go no higher than 30% on a credit card. So if you have a higher credit limit, the more you know, leeway you go. You don't have to max it out every single month. So anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here, y'all. Hopefully what I showed y'all just now will help a lot of y'all. You know, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all know I come up with stuff like randomly and start talking about it. Thought I'd put it on video. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Emerald signing out.